Hello, what's up good people? Good to see you once again. Leo tunazungumzia money love to make babies. What exactly does that analogy means? All right, because I've tried to use a very simple practical example to explain to you what do I mean by money love to make babies. I'm gonna take you step by step from step A to the last step so that at least to be able to understand when I say we should invest somewhere for us to make a passive income and to grow ourselves, what exactly do I mean by that? Anyway, but before we do that, as always, chukua sekunde moja. It is free, doesn't cost you anything. Hapo hivyo chini on your right kuna ka button kameandikwa in black, by the way, subscribe. Just hit it like that and then it disappears, all right? And then hapo hivyo chini there is a button imechorwa mkono just like this. That's a like button, all right? If you click those two buttons, guess what you get? Any moment I'll be uploading a new video in future, you'll be notified. And by the way, hapo hivyo make sure you click that notification bell as well so you'll be notified when I upload a new video. All right, so enough with that. Let's now get to today's business. I said money love to make babies. So what exactly do I mean by money love to make babies? Take an example of the family that you have. Maybe you are married, or maybe you're not married, or maybe you've ever seen somebody who is married, all right? So once two people come together, they usually give birth to a young one. So that young one, it's a promise that there is a continuation of that given generation. Well, those guys, the parent disappears one day, because we are all mortals and we're gonna die one day. So there is a continuation of that generation in that specific family. You know what? If you can borrow exactly that one and now contextualize it on the money perspective, it means even money loves to do that. You see, maybe you're employed. At the end of the month, you get money, all right? Or an income, or people call it a salary, all right? That money that you get, it's the primary money. You know why it's called a primary money? It's the money that you get after working, should I say hard plus smart and everything, maybe when to a jua kali or something of sort. So that cash that you usually get at the end of the month, or at the end of the day, or at the end of the week, we call it the primary money. Remember one thing, with this primary money, the ultimate goal of the primary money is to achieve what we call the basics. The basics are the food, the shelter, and the clothing, all right? Once you achieve that, then what you're supposed to do, actually you should have done it before you ever actually, channel that money to those things. You're supposed to save a certain percentage of that money. And remember this point, saving is not the point. Saving is accumulating or storing money for it to reach a point whereby now that money is called capital for you to start a business or an investment. Now guess what? This investment is the marriage institution of the money. Right? This investment where you put your money, let's say you want to do farming, you want to do conventional businesses, you want to do money market fund, you want to do in shares, you want to do bonds and such. So that means that is an institution where money, or which money respects and actually propagates its generation through that. Now, when I say money love to make babies, in simple terms, I mean once you invest that money that you've saved, called the capital, to get investment, now the money that you get in that specific business in terms of a profit, that's what people call it in a simple language, the profit, that's now what we call the babies, or the passive income. Now those babies, or that baby, is the one that ensures there is a continuation generation of that specific money. All right, now guess the mistake that we usually do. You get your primary money after working hard. You engage your feelings, not your brain. You say like, oh, nimework hard, I should give thanks to myself, nafaa pesa ziniweke vizuri, and all those feelings and what have you. And then some maths dictate you why you should misuse your money. That now what we call you consuming the primary money. All of it, you kill the generation of that specific money generation kinda. And then out of there, once the parent money disappears or dies, because it will die, then there is no continuation of that generation of income. Take an example of a family whereby you find like there are no kids, all right? Maybe because of one reason or the other. It means that once you die, once you face off from this world, then there is nothing like your generation being there in future. It's as simple as that. So the same case applies when it comes to money. This is what I always say. Make sure you provide a very nice, good, and wonderful atmosphere for the money to propagate, for the money to make, for it to make new generations as you move to the next level. It may not be a so nice environment, or it may not be a so nice process. Sometimes it's bumpy because you're actually saving a certain percentage of your money. It means you have to cut down some of your spending. And I always tell people this: the only way you can manage to save a certain percentage of your income is by spending below. below your means. That means, say you are earning 30 Gs or 100 Gs or even a million bob. There are people who make a million bob at the end of the month, all right? Say that's the money that you actually make. So make sure that you live below that means. Make sure you don't, like, you make a million bob, you make 30,000, you make 80,000, you make 200, but then now you're consuming the entire 200. Like, listen, get this example. You're making 200 Gs at the end of the month, and then your consumption, it's 200. So both of them are at par. So you're consuming everything that you're making. So at the end of the day, the equation remains with zero. That doesn't make sense at all. What you're supposed to do, direct a certain percentage of your income, recommended at least 20%, all right? You direct it towards storing, towards saving, and such kind of a thing. And then after that, you direct that income towards an investment for you to have what we call the passive income. In our case, what I mean, that's what I call the baby monies, all right? Now, that is what the money called the baby money. And that's one that is the one that assures you there is a continuation of generation of that specific income. You know why? Because what happens once you invest your money and you're getting your passive income, you can be able to fund your fun, you can fund your anything, you can fund your, what do you call, taking adventuring and such kind of a thing. By the way, let me give you a very wonderful secret. Right now, as we speak, we are on February. A lot of people do not have money. This is the time that people, actually those rich people, they were making money in December. When you are having fun, that's the time they were making money, because you are showing up to their stores, buying shoes, buying clothing, buying electronics, showing up to their hotels and whatever commodities. At that particular moment, they were not having fun. No, they were not. They were not. Right now as you speak, sasa venye unasema maisha ni ngumu, hakuna pesa ku have fun. Right now sasa ndo wako hizo Mombasa, wako hizo Watamu, wako Malindi and whatever. Right now is the time, like, hawataki kuongo waende jua. Right now is the time that they are spending their cash. So you have to be very smart. Don't spend your cash when people are spending it. Retain what we call the marginal propensity to save. Right? So once they are releasing their money, don't release yours too. Retain yours, grab what they are releasing, and when they stop, now that's the time now you spend. And remember, that particular moment, it is when they are under your mercies. That is how you make money. It may sound brutal, it may sound like not so good, but that's the reality. Remember, the world that you're living in is a competitive world. It's all about you being smart, grabbing that opportunity, tapping any one opportunity that shows up, and also being able to create an opportunity whenever you see that there is no signs when such kind of an opportunity is not showing up. All right? So basically, if you may just recap exactly what I've said, is that money loves to make babies, and to make babies with money, it means the passive income, which can be gotten after investing your primary income, and then after that, progressively, then you can be able to be assured that there is a continuation of generation of that specific money, and that is the money that you use to fund your fun, and also having and buying lots of what we call the nice to have and the good to have. All right? First of all, with your primary money, make sure you achieve what we call the must have. All right? Perhaps it's the first time that you're seeing this face, you've never seen me anywhere, you don't even know what I'm called. My name is Joseph. Guess what I do? I talk about investment, talk about money, I talk about, anything related to cash. Guess what? If that's a cup of your coffee, and if that's the thing that you do love most, then stick around. Guess what? You can be a member of this family by clicking that subscription button. You'll be a member, so you'll be notified when I upload any of my videos. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and as well, comment down below, tell me what you think. I always believe that just like an iron sharpens another iron, so do we learn from each other. For now, if you would like any of my booklets as far as the businesses are concerned, how to invest on shares, how to invest on money market fund, how to invest on treasury bills, treasury bonds, and what have you, then I'll leave my number on the description of this specific video. I'll still pin down my number down there on the comment section, so you can head over there, get my number. I also do offer what we call the consultations about the businesses and such kind of things. You can give me a call, we talk about something, and then from there we can progress to the next step. For now, guess what? It's all about a goodbye. And guess what? Stick around. A good one coming as well. See you there.